Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Third live stream today. Third live stream. This is a special weekend. It's a special weekend, obviously, because this is the weekend before the amazing inauguration, the presidential inauguration. Donald J. Trump, soon to be the 47th president. And so it's a special weekend. And here I am doing my third live stream of the day. So cool, right? I see lots of friends here. Kay Cooper is here, Jamie is here, Richard is here, Bill is here, Bob is here, Ken, Irene. Oh, Irene, it's been a while since I've seen you. Irene, it's been a while since I saw a comment from you in the live chat. So thank you for being here. Crockett is here. Who else? Awesome. Hey, you can tell from the title of the live stream that we have important things to talk about. What does the title say? The title says President Trump and Mayor Adams meeting, anticipation of ICE action, and 3 special ambassadors. So, shall we start? Or do you want me to wait a little longer for people to tune in? By the way, can anyone tell what I'm drinking? Can you tell what I'm drinking? Black tea with lemon. That's it. Black tea with lemon. Katie is here. Hi, Katie. Thanks for being here, Katie from Arizona. My friends, let's start. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City. Eric Adams met with Donald J. Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Mayor Eric Adams of New York met with Donald J. Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Well, Trump is also from New York, right? We know Trump lives in Florida now, but Trump is from New York originally. That's where he spent many years of his life. And as he rose in popularity, in wealth, he built his fortune being a New Yorker, right? So Donald Trump is from New York. Eric Adams is now the mayor of New York. And they had a meeting. Now keep in mind, Donald Trump is a Republican. Eric Adams, he's not a Republican. He's not a Republican. Eric Adams is not a Republican. Okay? And they had a meeting. Here's what Eric Adams had to say. Eric Adams said, President Trump and I had a productive conversation about New York's needs and what's best for our city and how the federal government can play a more helpful role in improving the lives of New Yorkers. This is a statement from Eric Adams. Once again, Eric Adams is saying, President Trump and I had a productive conversation. A productive conversation, great. About what? He's saying about New York's needs and what's best for our city. So New York obviously has lots of needs. We know that. New York is in a lot of trouble. Okay. Bill, are you leaving, Bill? All right, Bill. Hope to see you back. I think Bill is saying you're going to work. Okay. Well, hope to see you back for the next live stream, Bill. Okay. All right. Thank you. Our friend Bill in Vegas is leaving for work, but I'm sure Bill will be back for the next live stream. Have a productive time at work, Bill. Thank you. Thanks for supporting the channel. So, they talked about, according to Eric Adams, President Trump and Eric Adams talked about New York's needs and what's best for the city. And he's saying that they also talked about how the federal government can play a more helpful role in improving the lives of New Yorkers. Okay, so he's probably indicating, just pay attention to the language. Eric Adams is probably indicating that the federal government has not been helpful, which would mean that the Biden-Harris administration's federal government has not been very helpful. And Eric Adams is hoping that with President Trump in office, the federal government can play a more helpful role in improving the lives of New Yorkers. Now, here's something that we must understand. New York, no matter how blue it may be, no matter what challenges there may be in New York, no matter how much control the Democrats have on New York is always going to be a special place for Donald Trump. Okay? It's always going to be a special place because New York is where he spent most of his life. Donald Trump moved to Florida not too long ago, just a few years ago, but New York is where he spent most of his life. He has so many memories in New York. He's got his, properties in New York. And Donald Trump understands New York. He understands New York politics. He understands New York policy making. He understands the culture of New York. He understands the diversity of New York. He understands the challenges and the opportunities in New York. Donald Trump understands all that. He may be in Florida, but I believe that Donald Trump will always have a special place in his heart for New York. And I'm just looking at things from an emotional standpoint. For example, look at me. I came to the United States and I made Madison, Wisconsin my home. I did not grow up in Madison. I was not born in Madison. I did not grow up in Madison. I came to Madison, Wisconsin as an adult. Okay? But I spent so many years in Madison that I have a special attachment to this place. Now, Madison is super liberal. Madison is heavily, heavily blue. Not just the city of Madison, but the entire county, Dane County, is heavily blue. Democrat heavy, super liberal. But you know what? This is the city where I have so many memories. I remember my younger days when I was an undergraduate student, my days in Madison. I remember how, I graduated with an undergraduate degree. Then I went to graduate school for my master's degree, my internship, my project assistantship, my job, my career, my educational career, like my life as a student is what I mean. My life as a student, university student, and my professional career, I did it all living in Madison. And I never left Madison, and I still live here. And so I understand it's blue. I understand it's Democrat heavy. It's super liberal. But this is home. So I can understand Trump's mindset, no matter how blue New York City may be, no matter how um, Democrat heavy New York City may be, New York will always have a special place in Trump's heart. I mean, it has to be. Okay? So I think Mayor Eric Adams, when he met with Trump, and there may be other meetings that take place in the future, I don't know. But I think it is important to understand that if Mayor Eric Adams can make the case to Mr. Trump that President Trump, New York has these needs, New York has these challenges, help us overcome the challenges, help us fulfill the needs. New York needs your help, President Trump, help New York. If Eric Adams can make that case to Trump, then I think deep in his heart, Trump will feel the urgency to help New York. Okay? I think there's that connection that will always remain. If you are a human being, if you have emotions, if you have a heart and you love the place where you spent so many years of your life, you're going to have to help that place or try to understand and address the needs of that place if you are able to. So when Eric Adams writes, President Trump and I had a productive conversation about New York's needs and what's best for our city. So what Eric Adams is saying is he has conveyed to Mr. Trump, these are New York's needs. These are the things that can be done that would be in the best interest of the city. And Eric Adams is saying he talked with Trump about how the federal government can play a more helpful role in improving the lives of New Yorkers. Now, Trump loves all people. Trump is the president of all Americans. Okay? Those who voted for Trump, Trump is their president. Those who did not vote for Trump, Trump is their president also. Whether you are a Democrat, Republican, Independent, Trump is your president. At least, he's the president-elect. He's soon going to be the president. I mean, right now, his status is president-elect. So I think what Eric Adams is trying to convey here is that he made the case to President Trump, Mr. Trump, New York needs your help. This is what you can do. These are the urgent needs. This is how you can improve the lives of New Yorkers. This is what would be best for the city. So it's very interesting when you look at everything that happened previously. Eric Adams, mayor of a sanctuary city. Eric Adams, a Democrat. But Eric Adams met with Trump, not in New York, but Eric Adams went to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump. I mean, it would be one thing if, let's say, Trump visited New York and Eric Adams had a meeting with Trump. But no, this is Eric Adams making the decision to visit Florida, to go to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump, with the whole world knowing that this meeting is taking place. So that's a conscious decision made by Eric Adams. That's a conscious decision made by Donald Trump. It's a mutual decision. Trump could have said, I'm not going to meet with Eric Adams. Eric Adams could have said, I'm not going to meet with Trump. but they both agreed on a meeting, and the meeting took place, as we know. And if Eric Adams made the case, Mr. Trump, our New York City, your New York City where you grew up, that New York City needs your help. Trump may extend help. Now, here's the thing, and I'll get to that. It's not very simple. I'll get to that. But let's talk about some of the things that they might have discussed. So reportedly, Donald Trump and Eric Adams talked about how manufacturing jobs can be brought back to New York. Okay. They talked about infrastructure investment, etc. All right. It seems that New York City Mayor Eric Adams is trying to establish a friendly relationship with Trump. I think Eric Adams is trying to keep aside the disagreements, to move past the tension, and to establish a sound, friendly relationship with Trump. And the visit to Mar-a-Lago is a big step in that direction. Now let's point out some issues with New York. Trump is from New York, but we all know, the world knows, that Donald Trump has been very unfairly treated in New York. We know that, right? Frank is here. Hello, Frank. Hello, Frank. And did I see... Hold on. Richard Miller is here. Terry is here from South Dakota. Our friend Terry. Terry, good to see you. A viewer named Baba is here. Okay. A viewer named Oscar is here. Crockett is here. Hi, Crockett. Who did I miss? Hamilton is here. Michelle is here. Kathy Hall is here. Jed is here from Pennsylvania. Hi, Jed. David Nichols is here. Wonderful, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. Now, let's keep in mind that Trump is from New York, but he has been very, very unfairly, extremely unfairly treated in New York. Think about the sham trial that took place in New York, the sham New York trial. More than 30 felony counts. More than 30 felony counts. Unfair treatment. Injustice. Weaponization of the justice system. Right? Trump is an innocent man. And Kathy Hall, I want you to understand, because I see your comment. Kathy Hall, I want you to understand that Trump is an innocent man. Innocent man. And he has been very unfairly treated in New York. The New York politicians have been very harsh with Trump. The New York Democrats have been very harsh with Trump. They did not treat Trump well. And we saw how left-wing politicians, left-wing activists, they organized that trial, the sham trial, to try to attach the label of felon to Trump. Trump is an innocent man. Trump loves New York. But the Democrats in New York have treated Trump very unfairly. But here's what is great about our president, Donald Trump. Here's what is great about him. In spite of how New York treated Trump, the New York politicians. Trump did not abandon New York. Trump did not abandon New York. He had one of the biggest and one of the most glorious rallies of his campaign in New York at Madison Square Garden. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Do you remember that glorious rally that Trump had in New York at Madison Square Garden? Let's see. All right, hold on, my friends. I gotta change the window here. Okay. Trump did not abandon New York. He had a massive rally in New York, a rally at the Madison Square Garden, and Trump also made significant gains in New York in the 2024 election. And I think Mayor Eric Adams understands that reality, that Trump made huge gains in New York. So Mayor Eric Adams and Trump had a meeting. Now understand this, my friends. I've been talking about this for a long, long time. New York is a hot spot full of illegal immigrants. And so Donald Trump's new administration has to do ICE operations in New York. New York City continues to be a sanctuary city. And on this channel, I don't know how many times I've said it, feels like 1 million times or more, I have said that New York should remove the label of sanctuary city. New York should remove the label of sanctuary city. New York City should stop being a sanctuary city, but New York City continues to be a sanctuary city. Now, we hear about these blue city mayors and these blue city politicians, these blue city elected officials, and their desire to oppose Trump's deportation actions. We hear how city councilors and mayors of blue cities, of Democrat-heavy cities, they want to oppose Trump's deportation actions. They want to oppose Donald Trump's plan to deport illegals. Now, Mayor Eric Adams, he may be steering himself in the right direction. Mayor Eric Adams, perhaps he will cooperate with the Trump administration when it comes to immigration enforcement. Maybe Mayor Eric Adams has decided that with him as the mayor, the city will cooperate with the Trump administration. Do you think it's going to happen? Will Mayor Eric Adams cooperate with the Trump administration when it comes to immigration action? David is saying Adams will accommodate. Okay. Anyone else? Do you think Eric Adams will work with the Trump administration? Richard is saying yes, he will. Terry is saying yes, he will. Who else is here? Let's see. Hold on. Audrey is saying, yes, he will. Audrey, you are from Long Island, so you're not too far from New York City. Share with us your thoughts, okay, Audrey? Suzanne is here. Hi, Suzanne. Julie is saying he's sick of his city being torn apart. Yes, he will. Okay. All right. Okay. You know, you gotta admit one thing. Whether you agree with Kathy Hall's comments or not, you gotta admit one thing. Kathy Hall is she's like super active. Because whenever Kathy Hall is watching a live stream, I see like all these comments, Kathy Hall, Kathy Hall, Kathy Hall. She's like, Kathy Hall's, and she's not copying and pasting the same comments. It's like, Kathy Hall, you're like a fast, typist. I don't know if you're using your keyboard or if you're doing it on a phone or a tablet, but gosh, I mean, gotta give you credit for how fast you type. So great job, Kathy Hall. and thank you for being a part of the live chat. It's in subscriber only mode. So the fact that Kathy is participating in the live chat means Kathy has subscribed. So Kathy, I truly appreciate that. Okay. Kathy Hall from California, right? Kathy, thank you for contributing to the live chat here. I mean, everyone, can you type on a keyboard as fast as Kathy Hall? Kathy, you might be like number one. Who knows? I see all your comments pouring in. All right. Yeah, Crockett, you're right. Kathy may be a Democrat. I mean, that's the conclusion I draw from Kathy's comments. So if Kathy is a Democrat, she's a subscriber, which I appreciate, Kathy. Which I appreciate. Okay, Kathy, why aren't you commenting anymore? Okay, she is. All right. All right. Kathy, your comments are entertaining. Let me tell you. I know you oppose Republicans. I know you oppose Trump. I know you oppose my viewpoints, except for when it comes to TikTok. I think when it comes to TikTok, Kathy Hall, once TikTok gone, and although I haven't said directly whether I want TikTok to be banned or not, earlier today I did a live stream. I said, I'm so happy I'm not on TikTok. I was never on TikTok, never will be on TikTok. So I think Kathy Hall and I have that area of agreement, which is great, right? I mean, at least that one issue is sort of bipartisan. All right. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue here. Kathy said yes. Wonderful, Kathy. At least we have one area of agreement. Thank you. All right. So, as I was saying, I believe that there will be cooperation from New York Mayor Eric Adams. I think New York Mayor Eric Adams is going to cooperate with the Trump administration when it comes to immigration. Okay? So Eric Adams said, I will take every opportunity possible to advocate for New Yorkers and our city. And after our discussion, I strongly believe there is much our city and the federal government can partner on to make New York safer, stronger, and more affordable. Hold on. Give me 1 second, my friends. Okay. All right. So, sorry, my computer's slow today. Okay. So when Eric Adams says that he strongly believes that there is much that New York City and the federal government can partner on to make New York safer, stronger, and more affordable, that sounds like he is going to cooperate with the Trump administration completely. I mean, how do you make New York safer? You deport the illegals, catch the criminal aliens, deport them. How do you make New York stronger? By strengthening our nation's immigration laws and the enforcement of our nation's immigration laws, by deporting the illegals, by removing those who have broken our laws, you can make New York safer and stronger. And how do you make New York more affordable? Well, housing is such a huge issue all over the country. And when you've got all these illegal immigrants in New York, they need space to live. The government's going to put them up somewhere, in some hotel, in some shelter. And who's paying for those hotels? Who's paying for those shelters? Taxpayers, American taxpayers. So when you deport the illegal immigrants, they are gone. The pressure on the taxpayers will ease. The taxpayer dollars will no longer be used for feeding and housing the illegal immigrants, but can be used for infrastructure, fixing the roads, creating more opportunities for the American citizens living in New York, taking care of the needs of the city, addressing the homelessness issue. There are so many Americans who are homeless in New York. So when you're going to have to break down Eric Adams's comments and go deep inside and try to understand what kind of message Eric Adams is trying to convey. Eric Adams is saying, after our discussion, meaning his discussion with Trump, I strongly believe there is much our city and the federal government can partner on to make New York City safer, stronger, and more affordable. And I just explained to you that enforcing our nation's immigration laws and deporting the illegal aliens will make New York City safer, stronger, and more affordable. And then Mayor Eric Adams says, I thank President Trump for his time and attention and look forward to working with him to benefit all New Yorkers. This is it. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. That Eric Adams is going to work with President Trump and his administration. And in fact, he thanked President Trump for his time and attention, meaning that the meeting benefited Eric Adams because he could discuss what he wanted to discuss with Donald Trump. Eric Adams is grateful. He's expressing his gratitude for President Trump's time and attention. This is great. This is great. Okay? So I believe that Eric Adams will cooperate with the Trump administration. Now, there are politicians who are criticizing Eric Adams for meeting with Trump. Democrats are not happy about this. And politically, Eric Adams will likely face a lot of opposition for meeting with Trump. But Adams did the right thing. I criticized Eric Adams on this channel. I criticized him very strongly. Days after days, weeks after weeks, I criticized Eric Adams when all those illegal immigrants were arriving in New York and the Eric Adams administration was providing those illegal immigrants with food and housing and all that. I was criticizing Eric Adams for his decision, for his actions. But now you can see that the trajectory is changing, the direction is changing, and Eric Adams seems to be moving away from his previous policies and positions, and he is getting closer to Trump. Eric Adams is finally embracing common sense. Eric Adams is finally heading in the right direction. Okay. Now, I would love to see Mayor Eric Adams cooperating with the Trump administration to catch and deport the illegal immigrants. There will be ICE action in New York City. I strongly believe that because New York is a massive sanctuary city. There will be ICE action. There will be enforcement in New York City. And I would expect Eric Adams to cooperate with the Trump administration. Now, talking about immigration's enforcement, anticipation of ICE action, let me tell you, all over the country, in cities big and small, especially in sanctuary cities, people are anticipating ICE action. ICE meaning Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Right here in Milwaukee, a city in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, there's already tension among people. Left-wing politicians, left-wing activists, those who oppose Trump, those who oppose the Trump administration, they are already anticipating ICE action, that there will be ICE action. Milwaukee is full of Democrat politicians, and I think they understand that it is quite likely that there will be ICE action. We don't know, but Milwaukee is a big city, and you know Milwaukee is not far from Chicago. So what might happen is illegal immigrants from Chicago, they may not be in Chicago forever. They may spread out to other communities. Right here in Wisconsin, there's a place called Whitewater that has seen a massive influx of illegal immigrants. There are other communities in Wisconsin where people have experienced influx of illegal immigrants just because a lot of illegals, they come to Chicago and then they leave Chicago and then they spread out. So they may go to Whitewater, they may go to Milwaukee, they may go to other places in Wisconsin. Okay? So I believe that it would be a great idea to look at Milwaukee and to see the challenges there and to see if illegal immigrants from Chicago traveled north to Milwaukee. And if that's the case, then that problem needs to be addressed, because Milwaukee cannot afford a massive number of illegal immigrants. So in Milwaukee, there's already tension among the left-wing folks. They know that there may be ICE action. Milwaukee is a big city. So let's wait and see what happens. Okay? But it's quite clear that there will be ICE action in Chicago and in Denver and in San Francisco. Very likely in New York. Very likely. And there are so many other places. So many comments pouring in. I am sorry I couldn't address most of the comments here. Thank you all for being so active in the live chat. Thank you for being so active in the live chat. I appreciate that very much. Okay. My third live stream today. Can you believe that? Rachel is saying Milwaukee's a hot spot. Yeah, Milwaukee is. Hot spot. Illegal immigrants traveling from Chicago, heading north to Milwaukee. So Milwaukee has become a hot spot. Okay, so let's wait and see what happens. I think on Tuesday, January 21st, we're going to get some news out of Chicago, because it is quite clear that there will be ICE action in Chicago. It's going to happen. Tom Homan talked about it. He talked about Chicago. So let's wait and see. All right. My friends, have you seen the news that Donald Trump named 3 very special ambassadors? Have you seen that? Do you know who the 3 special ambassadors are? Any idea? Okay, let me tell you. Donald Trump said, "It is my honor to announce Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone to be special ambassadors to a great but very troubled place, Hollywood, California." This is what Trump wrote on Truth Social. And then he said, "They will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries, back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before." So Trump is talking about bringing business back to Hollywood, bringing it back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. And then Trump said, these 3 very talented people, Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone, these 3 very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. It will again be like the United States of America itself, the golden age of Hollywood. So great days are coming for Hollywood, my friends. Great days are coming for Hollywood. See, Hollywood, so many people in Hollywood, so many left-wing Hollywood personalities, they opposed Trump. So many people in Hollywood said, "Oh, I'm going to leave the country if Trump becomes a president." They said that. But you know what? Trump is trying to make Hollywood great again. Trump could have abandoned Hollywood. Trump could have said, Oh, Hollywood, so many people in Hollywood, so many big voices in Hollywood, they oppose me. I'm not going to help Hollywood. But no, Trump is not doing that. This is what is so special about Trump. Even after so many voices in Hollywood opposed Trump, Trump wants to help Hollywood. Trump wants to help bring business back to Hollywood. Trump wants to make sure that Hollywood can experience a golden age. This is the people's president, Donald J. Trump, the people's president. He's got the people's mandate. And he's going to make Hollywood great again. He's going to make New York City great again. He's going to make Hollywood great again. He's going to make America great again. Okay, my friends, thank you. So great to be doing 3 live streams in a day. 3 live streams. Give me 1 second, my friends. I gotta check something here. All right. Scott Brown is saying, yes, make America great again. Okay, let me read some comments. Kathy Hall is here. Our friend Ron, who goes by the screen name One Texas Miner, is here. Journey to Justice, our friend Rachel. David Nichols is here. Vicky is here. Hi, Vicky. Kay Cooper. Our friend Terry from South Dakota. Oh, wow. Terry has some news to report. Terry is saying wind chill here is now -30. Wow. Oh, my God. Crazy temperature. Let me tell you what's going on in Madison. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. In Madison, right now, the temperature is, what is it? It's 7 degrees now, but it feels like -9, -9, -9. That's what the real feel is. Although the temperature is 7 degrees, it feels like -9. Wow. All right. Joshua is here. Hi, Joshua. Richard Miller, Michelle. Charisse is here. Hi, Charisse. Not a cult. Not a cult. Did I get your real name, viewer who goes by the name Not a Cult? Did I ever get your name? Give me your first name or whatever name you want to go by. All right. Scott Brown, thank you for being here, Crockett. Dr. Gary Hatcher. And who did I not greet yet? Oscar is here. Hi, Oscar. DSAR is here. Hi, DSAR. DSAR is from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Am I correct? Frank is here. Hi, Frank. Julie is here. All right. Okay, well, we're getting close to 1 hour into the live stream. This is great. Third live stream today. Pretty cool, huh? I might be doing more live streams tomorrow, so stay tuned. Rachel is saying it's 9 degrees here. Okay. Suzanne, what's the temperature in Canada, in Halifax? Okay, let me check. I'm gonna look it up right here. Now, Halifax, our Canadian friends, they use Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Okay, so Suzanne is saying it's 3 degrees, but Suzanne, you are giving us the temperature in Celsius. Okay, let me translate that for for those who follow Fahrenheit. Okay, let me translate that. So 3 degrees Celsius, it's like 38 degrees Fahrenheit. So 38 degrees Fahrenheit, that's actually pretty nice temperature. It's 37 point something, round it up. Let's say 38. 38 degrees. 38 degrees is when people in Wisconsin, they wear shorts. If it's 38 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 3 degrees Celsius roughly, that's when you'll see a lot of young folks, they are wearing shorts. Yeah, they got a jacket, they got a hoodie, but they're wearing shorts. That's 38 degrees. Okay. So, and Terry knows that. Terry lived in Wisconsin. Rachel knows that. Rachel is in Waukesha. Rachel, did I say that correctly? Like when it's 38 degrees, it's like almost 40 degrees. And 40 degrees in the winter is like, oh my God, we finally have a warm day. It's 40 degrees. So if it's 38 degrees in Wisconsin, you'd see some folks wearing shorts. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to wear shorts and keep walking or go for a walk. But if you're leaving your house, going to your car and back and all that, if you're going a short distance, if you're like, going to the mall and, you get out of your car and you're going to have to walk inside the mall, I mean, you'll see people wearing shorts. Okay? If it's 37 or 38 degrees. But then, as Suzanne was saying, the temperature is going to fall. Now, Suzanne, how much did you say it's going to fall in Halifax? What's the forecast? Okay, Suzanne is saying mail carrier wore shorts the other day. Yeah. So you're saying minus 15 on Wednesday. So if it's minus 15 Celsius, it's going to be 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that is cold. When Suzanne says it's minus 15 degrees, she's referring to Celsius. And if you convert that to Fahrenheit, it's 5 degrees. Yes, that's when you're going to have to wear layers. If it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to have to wear layers, okay? Like 4 layers, even better. What I always do is make sure that my chest is warm, wear socks, keep your feet warm, and put a scarf, like a nice woolen scarf. Wool is always better. Wrap it around your neck. Keep the neck warm, keep the chest warm, keep the feet warm, and keep your hands warm, right? That's what I do. And protect your ears so that you don't get the cold air going in, okay? That's what I do. Wear a hat, okay? I mean, you can, if you want to wear a hat, if it's like winter and you're wearing gloves and you've got warm socks, you've got a scarf, now you need a hat. I mean, you can never go wrong with this one. Okay? It's going to keep your head warm. Okay? It will. Okay. All right. Ms. Debbie is saying, I heard you talking about Trump making America great again. Great for who? Debbie, Trump is going to make America great again for all Americans. For all Americans. Whether they are Republicans, Democrats, Independents, for all Americans. Great for who? Great for all Americans. Debbie, Ms. Debbie. Ms. Debbie, where are you from? Tell us where you're from, Ms. Debbie. Ms. Debbie, thank you for subscribing, okay? Thank you for subscribing. Okay. Dr. Gary Hatcher said Americans, absolutely. Suzanne said make America great again. Yeah, look at what my friend Terry is writing about low unemployment during Trump years. Yeah. Ms. Debbie, I got a question for you. Do you like my hat? Do you like my hat? If you like my hat, please give this video a thumbs up, all right? Ms. Debbie says, come on, let's talk about it. You want to talk about my hat, Ms. Debbie? All right. Anyway, no, I understand. I understand Ms. Debbie is likely not going to agree with me on things, but I'm sure we'll find some areas of agreement. Like Kathy Hall here. Hold on. Okay, Kathy Hall here doesn't agree with me on most things, but when it comes to TikTok, I think we found an area of agreement, okay, given our viewpoints. Now, Ms. Debbie, what are your thoughts on TikTok? Do you want to see TikTok banned? Do you want to see TikTok go gone? Ms. Debbie, let's see if we can find an area of agreement there. What are your thoughts on TikTok, Ms. Debbie? Okay, I'm waiting for Ms. Debbie. Ms. Debbie's saying I could care less. Why? TikTok's such a huge issue. Ms. Debbie, you don't want to answer? You don't want to answer? Okay, Ms. Debbie, let me tell you something. I am a naturalized U.S. citizen. I was not born in the United States. I was not raised in the United States. I came to the United States in 2007, worked hard, paid taxes, pursued education, and followed American laws and rules, and I became a naturalized U.S. citizen. And when you become a naturalized U.S. citizen, you give up your allegiance to the country in which you were born. Because now your allegiance is to the United States, the Pledge of Allegiance. We all recite that, the Pledge of Allegiance. Now, if you look at the oath that you have to repeat standing in front of a federal judge, the oath of allegiance, you got to look it up. So there are people from all over the country who legally come to the United States to build a life here for a better future. And you know why they do that? Legally, they come here. I'm not talking about those who cross the Rio Grande, those who, jump across the fence, those who sneak into the country. I'm not talking about the illegals. I'm talking about those who come here legally. Why do they come here? Why do people from all over the world come to the United States legally? You know why? Because this is the greatest country in the world. The United States of America is the greatest country in the world. And people know that. People know that. And that's why people from all over the world, they find the legal pathway to come to the United States. And I support those who come here legally. I oppose those who come here illegally. I support legal immigration. And so, Ms. Debbie, you might say, great for who? Great for everyone. Great for you, great for me, great for all our friends here. Okay? Make America great again for all Americans. And in fact, it goes beyond that. When America becomes great again, when we start experiencing a new golden age in America, it's not only going to help us, it's going to help our allies. When America is strong, we will be able to strengthen our relationship with our international allies. So our allies will also benefit from a strong America. Does it make sense, whatever I said? Do you agree with me? Elton from Brazil is here. Hi, Elton. Thank you for being here. William is here. Hi, William. William from Virginia. So, Debbie, I hope I addressed your point. Okay, Ms. Debbie is saying you absolutely don't know what you are talking about. All right, well, Ms. Debbie is not going to agree with me, okay? And I get that, Ms. Debbie. Ms. Debbie, I understand you're not going to agree with me, and what can I do about it? That's okay. That's okay. But Ms. Debbie, thank you for being a subscriber. And, we welcome people from different political backgrounds. If you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever, you are welcome here, as long as we can have a conversation, in a nice way. We can disagree, we can agree, but, we must have dialogue. So, Ms. Debbie, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And you're not going to agree with me, but that's okay. Okay, now Ms. Debbie is bringing up race and color of the skin. All right, listen, Ms. Debbie, hold on. It's MLK Day. It's MLK Day that's coming up on Monday. See what I got here, Ms. Debbie. The autobiography of Martin Luther King Jr., okay? And what did Martin Luther King Jr. say? Color of the skin or content of character? What did he say? What did MLK say? Can anyone tell me, what did MLK say? Color of the skin or content of character? So, we have to be kind to each other. We have to be kind to each other. And okay, I'm reading those comments here. Yeah, Martin Luther King. What did he say? He said, I have a dream, right? And he said, what was his dream? That one day his children will live one day in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of the skin, but by the content of their character. That's what we focus on. You want to talk about diversity. This chat room here, this live chat, it's a diverse place. Do you agree, everyone? This question is for everyone. Do you agree that all of us having conversation here, that we are a diverse group? Would you say that? We are a diverse group here, right? Not just diverse in terms of race, religion, color of the skin, national origin. Diverse in terms of diversity of thoughts. Diversity of thoughts, right? When we say diversity, we're not just talking about race, religion, color of the skin, your first language, but diversity of thoughts. We are one big family, as Robert Graham just wrote. Didi is writing Free Thinkers. Hi, Didi. Good to see you. Vicky is saying we are diverse. Michelle is saying T, 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 T. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Crockett, thanks so much. Charisse is saying, yes, we are diverse. Yes, we are. I'm reading all of your comments, my friends, in the live chat. Kalyan is asking, you look like you were born in India. I was not born in India, Kalyan. Thanks for your comment. I was not born in India. I'm not Indian. Guadalupe is saying he Mexican. I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican either. Kalyan is saying Pakistani. I'm not Pakistani. Fred wrote, Tosif, you are an American. Thank you, Fred. I am a proud American. Thank you, Michelle. Dr. Gary Hatcher says, you look American to me. Thank you, Dr. Gary Hatcher. William, thank you. Kalyan is asking, where were you born? Were you born here? Though I was born in Bangladesh, Kalyan. That's where I was born. That's where I was raised. Okay. Archer is saying, I like your hat. Thank you, Archer. Kay is saying he's red, white, and blue through and through. Thank you, Kay, for all the support. Archer is saying, let's make America greater again together. Yes, we will. We'll make America great once again. My friends, thanks to all those who have expressed your support for me. You know, I'm trying to read all the comments. Lots of comments coming in. I wish I could address each and every comment, but I can't because there are so many coming in. But I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The United States of America, this is the greatest country in the world. It's the greatest country in the world. That's why I'll repeat it again. For those who may have missed it the first time and the second time, the United States of America is the greatest country in the world, and we are so blessed to be Americans, okay? And we will make America great again. And as I have said, you know, in response to the question, make America great for who? For everyone. Make America great for all Americans, whether you voted for Trump, whether you voted for Kamala, whether you voted for somebody else, doesn't matter. We will make America great for everyone, okay? For everyone. And when we become great again, we will strengthen our relationship with our allies. And I want you to understand this because this is something that needs to be emphasized. When we win, when USA becomes great again, there's going to be a ripple effect. There's going to be a chain reaction. Our allies will benefit from America's strength. Our allies will appreciate America's strength. And our bond will be stronger. You know, the United States is not alone. We, together with our allies, we are a massive, powerful force that is working to protect freedom. Okay? So when America is strong, our alliance with other countries around the world is also strong. Okay. Do you all agree with me, my friends? Thank you, Ron. One Texas Miner. Thank you so much for your wonderful comment. Thanks for the appreciation and all the love and support. So when America is strong, the world will be a more peaceful place, because with our allies, we will promote peace and we will stop the wars and the conflicts. Okay? There'll be greater peace and greater prosperity in the United States and in many other parts of the world. Okay? So yes, when we make America great again, we make our international alliances great again. We strengthen those alliances. And the world becomes a better place. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much. We are 1 hour, 17 minutes into the live stream. And I will wrap up this live stream. Okay. 3rd live stream today. I'll do more tomorrow, my friends. Edwin is here. Hi, Edwin. Misty is here. Hi, Misty. Good to see you, Misty. Misty, we're just wrapping up. Sorry. So you may have to watch the replay, but we had good discussion. So overall, let me just say that I think Mayor Eric Adams of New York will cooperate with the Trump administration. I think ICE action will begin in many cities across the country, Denver, Chicago, and San Francisco. And I think ICE should also look at Milwaukee, because Milwaukee, Wisconsin is so close to Chicago. So if illegal immigrants from Chicago find their way to Milwaukee, then there needs to be some strong enforcement in Milwaukee. Okay? We want to make sure that our communities are safe and that criminal aliens are caught and deported. Okay? So I have full confidence that the border czar, Tom Homan, and the Trump administration will do great. And I think New York Mayor Eric Adams will cooperate. Let's wait and see. And also, while Hollywood did not treat Trump well, Trump is going to make Hollywood great again. Okay, he has 3 special ambassadors for Hollywood: Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone. So my friends, thank you so very much for joining this live stream. And let me tell you again, America is the greatest country in the world. It really is. And I'm proud to be an American, okay? Proud to be an American. Yeah. My friends, thank you. All right. I'm going to be back with more live streams and more videos. So stay connected. Subscribe if you have not done so already, okay? All right, my friends, thank you. May God bless you all. May God bless President-elect Donald J. Trump. May God bless the incoming Trump administration. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless our U.S. allies, and may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night, and I will be back again soon. And together, we will make America great again. Thank you, my friends. Have a great night.